Welcome, everybody, to Pasadena and the majestic Rose Bowl, one of the unique settings in all of sport. This year's Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, is a crucial part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on the number 9 seed in the playoff, the West Virginia Mountaineers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get it at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
The game makes it second and medium. Off play action. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
And the Mountaineers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Same tailback, another carry. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Good enough for first down yardage. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
What a simple read and a simple throw for the quarterback. You want to give me the running back sliding out of the backfield? No problem. I'll take that. Let him do the work after the catch.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
Important second down play coming up. Makes a quick grab. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defensive coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
He shreds the tackle. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
He'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early, and now they got themselves a lead.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. A handoff from the shotgun. A change of direction. You bring him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Boy, a thing of beauty, right, Chris? A USC running back picking up a 1st down on the ground, and they've had so many great backs, and probably as many as anybody when it comes to counting up individual stars. I'm going back to guys like Charles White and Marcus Allen. Both won the Heisman Trophy.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
They'll run this play from the pistol formation. And they hand it off to the back. And the defense wraps him up. Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? They'll try to run for the 1st down. Brought down to the 47, and that will move the sticks.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Hey, great throw here by this USC quarterback, but how about the catch by the wide receiver? And Chris, we've been saying that for decades when it comes to USC and their wide receivers. What incredible history, going way back to Len Swan. He was a Steeler, but it all started when he wore that USC uniform. Keyshawn Johnson had a brilliant career. So did Robert Woods. And how about Amon-Ra St. Brown and the job that he did when he was at SC?
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Running back has it on the screen now. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to the offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Nowhere to run up the middle. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. The sack in the play could not escape the pass rush.
So they get stopped trying to run the ball on 1st and goal. Now they take a sack here on 2nd down. Offensive coordinator's got to find a way to flip the script on this defensive coordinator, because right now the defense seems to have the upper hand.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Caught over the middle. It's strong. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play.
West Virginia 7, USC 0.
We'll start off the second quarter with a field goal attempt here. It'll be a 26-yard attempt. Should be automatic. This one is right through.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And your West Virginia Mountaineers will take over 1st and 10.
And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Solid gain, moves the ball up to the 47. It'll be 1st down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And that run produces a decent gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
3rd down coming up after that running play. Try and muscle for the 1st down. The Mountaineers are going to keep this drive rolling.
They get just enough for the 1st down here. Nice job by the offensive line, controlling the line of scrimmage and giving the back a chance to pick up the 1st down.
That run, good for a 1st down. The offense still rolling. From the shotgun, drops back. Fires it to the wideout. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. Got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he's in. Touchdown, West Virginia. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. USC offense back on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? It's a short completion to the big tight end. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
They're going to pick up a first down. Nice catch, but even a better throw to show that accuracy and efficiency from that quarterback spot. And my gosh, they have so many great quarterbacks over the years that played at USC. Go back to Carson Palmer, the year he won the Heisman. What a brilliant career he had for the men of Troy. Matt Leinart, think back to those Norm Chow offenses and the championships that Matt Leinart won. And, of course, more recently, Caleb Williams for Lincoln Riley, running and throwing and making throws just like that.
Offense getting set. It's second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48. The Trojans will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And looking to throw now on first down. Looks like he's going to run it. Breaks loose at the 40. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
And the Trojans have first and 10 here. Handoff here from the shotgun. The pickup is 5 yards, so it's second down and 5.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SC. Here's the point after attempt. PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
The offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Can he make it to the marker? Breaking free at the 35. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
Boy, Chris, you cannot overstate how big of a conversion this was to be able to pick this up on the ground. Yeah, the offense still has the lead, but you can just feel the defense having all the momentum with the points they've been able to compile. And that run right there picks up the first down and can kind of settle things down a bit.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. So second down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Makes a nice move there. He's brought down out at the 46.
Chris, it's the consistency in this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made on the sidelines. It's a short gain, but enough to move the sticks.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's third down and short. You got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Second down after that previous play. And he drops back in the gun, looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's fourth down. And the Mountaineers will have to kick it away. And he should be able to pin them back deep here with his first punt. We'll see if he can make a play on this return. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First down, looking to throw the ball. From the pocket, delivers over the middle. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You get a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Oh, he misfires again, 3 in a row.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. Pitch to the back. Breaks loose at the 45. Brought down after a big gain and a first down. Defense, no answer for the option that time. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Offense looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
The shotgun running play call. Tackle made at the 21, but this offense is in great position to add more points. The Mountaineers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And the junior able to get home with the sack. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. Second and very long. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness. So a field goal attempt coming up now. And this one is right through.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So they settled for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Catch made by the tight end. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught quickly. Brought down. It crosses midfield to the 46. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete. Just 3 seconds left on the clock. One more play before they head to the locker room. Second down, we're going to throw it. He flips it to the back across the middle. And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Mountaineers will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. And the USC offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to 29.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Play action fake, looking to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long. And now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. Defense is coming after him. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second down play coming up. The back's got it. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Receiver makes the catch. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Brought down at the 46-yard line. Brings up second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He slings this one deep down the left side. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the option play here. Pitches to the back. And the defense is there to smother him. They were all over the option play that time.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll stop him short of the line of game.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I'd be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. The pass is intercepted. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
So quickly up to the 35-yard line for first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's strong. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Trying to extend the play. On the move, looking deep. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, the defense does a really good job of getting that initial pressure on the quarterback, but this is what he can do. His athletic ability and his legs gets him away from the pressure. He buys some time, and I love how he keeps his eyes downfield. He's not scrambling to run. He's scrambling to make a big play with his arm, just unable to connect with the receiver downfield, but good effort and a good play.
The Trojans come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. We'll give it to the running back. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short game.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Explosive play, and the offense will set up now inside the 30-yard line.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot, and sure is living up to that right now.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create, and he just throws it away. Now it's second down here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. But only a 1-yard gain, so it's 3rd and 9 coming up.
He's brought down at the 20. Brings up 3rd down.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket now. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And field goal is good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the West Virginia offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
This offense faces a 2nd and 15. The O-line needs to regroup. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Under heavy pressure, he takes a shot. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down now. And the Mountaineers will have to punt. Heads up. It's a fake trying to throw it. He fires it. And it's intercepted. He's stepped in front of that bullet. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45. Here comes the USC offense back on the field. They kicked a field goal in the last drive. They're looking for the end zone this time. It's a quick grab.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Here's the 2nd down play. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Great cut there. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, West Virginia 17, USC 13.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Here comes a handoff. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looking to throw it from the red zone. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And he'll just get rid of it. So after the incompletion, it's second down. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Boy, what a play by this linebacker. That option play got to the outside. I thought they had a chance on the perimeter, but the speed and the awareness of that linebacker makes a huge play.
The offense eager to keep this drive going, but facing a 3rd and long from the 20 now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's moving out of the pocket. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page there on that 3rd down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And it's good.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Picks up some blocks. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Mountaineers. He just sprints into the end zone. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he makes the grab, a successful 2-point try, and they bump the lead up even more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out, touchback. They'll start at the 25. Trojans offense is back out on the field. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. Escapes the pocket. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. And the Trojans will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. They look to throw it here on second down. Catch made across the middle by the running back. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
It's a draw play. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
And the single back takes the handoff. Not much on that play, brought down short. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. A gain sets up a third down play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
Catch made on the out route. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal. And the Trojans looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he's finally tackled down at the 2-yard line. Second down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. He goes nowhere. Back-to-back stops by this defense.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Third and goal, try to make it on the ground. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans. Kirk, you look for rust, you look for jitters in the opening drive. Not any sign of it for that offense.
You know, the offensive coordinator, when we talked with him this week, he had a feeling that this offense was going to be able to start fast, but I don't even know if he thought they would look this good this early.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. And Matthew's offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Running through the tackle. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the fourth quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy is just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
Ball handed off. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of playing moving forward.
On the move, trying to scramble for the first down, comes up short.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41, and they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision. The ball is loose. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
I get being upset at the ball carrier for coughing up the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
And the USC offense is back out on the field. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the single back. Fighting off the defender. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
A lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And they'll go right back to him on first down. He tests the middle to get stuck. That one goes nowhere.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Getting set. Here's second down. Pass ball is incomplete, but the defense may have jumped.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
He hands it to the back. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line. Give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Trojans line up on 1st and 10 now. A handoff to the back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can he keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Drop for a loss after the catch on 3rd down. Sets up a 4th down now. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. So here it is, a pressure moment. The field goal team on the field, a lot riding on this kick. The field goal is good. And the sideline celebrates. They've taken the lead here in the final minute. Getting set to kick off after that crucial field goal. Now let's see if the defense can hold on here in the final seconds. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. They finally get him down, but not before a huge return. Almost took it to the house. And the Mountaineers offense is back out on the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? He's escaping the pocket now. Oh, the ball is not free. Who's got it? Looks like the defense has it.
Well, they had everything that they wanted here late in the game. The ball in their hands, quarterback that can make plays, everything you want with a chance to take the lead and potentially win the game, and they fumble it away. Instead, the pressure now is on their own defense to come up with a big play to try to get the ball back.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.